Pull the oars, feel the burn, shoulders crack, muscles churn, water splits, foaming spray, death behind, storm ahead, no delay. Black sky tears, lightning bleeds, ocean howls, swallow seeds, wooden spine, iron will, pull until your veins stand still. No compass points, no shore in sight, only raging endless night, plagued by deep salt and wounds, road to where the thunder booms, breathe the fire, taste the hate, they can wait, I'll make my fate. Arms of steel, lungs of stone, roll until you're not alone. Roll to the thunder, roll till you split the sky. Roll to the thunder, never stop, never ask why. Break the waves with the balls. To the thunder, we are stone, we are stones. Fingers bleed, grip still tight, knuckles white and dying light. Splintered wood, cracked and old, every stroke a story told. Fjords behind, gone and burned, lessons learned, bridges burned. Kraken sleeps beneath the keel, wake 'em now, let's make a deal. Give me rage or give me death, either way I hold my breath. Pull the weight, carry the curse, every stroke makes worse and worse. But worse is better than the fade, quiet grave, arms on blade. I will scream, I will claw, roll until I break the law. Roll till you split the sky. Never stop, never ask why. Break the waves, break the bones. We are storm, we are storms. Quiet now, hear the drum. Deep below, the thunder comes. Not from clouds, not from sky. From the blood, from the eye. Every pulse, every hit matches thunder, bit by bit. We don't row to reach the shore, we row to be the roar. Last man standing, last or holding, story told in stars unfolding. Water rises, sky collapses, shattered doors and broken axes. I don't need the axe to fight, my arms are clubs, my fists are might. Every stroke a hammer blow, cracking what the heavens know. Thunder answers loud and clear, who dares pound upon my ear? I scream back, it's me the fool, row until the ocean's cruel. Fearless kind, pain is proof, bent the oar, crack the roof. Sky and sea can both collide, I will row with eyes wide. Roll till you split the storm. Never stop, never ask why. Break the waves, break the bones. We are storm, we are stones. Hear the sky begin to crack. While there's no turning back. Every stroke a final breath. Roll till we meet our death. Roll to the thunder. Roll, pulling under. Roll, hear the sound. Roll, we are crowned. Roll, we are crowned. Crack the hull upon the shell, fingers grip the splintered rail. Water rises, lungs exhale, this is not a sailor's tale. Every wave a buried scream, nothing's real and nothing's clean. Salt that bites and salt that stings, bones that rattle, skulls that clean. Tides don't care for what you own, drag you down to grind a stone. Flesh that peels and flesh that roams, wash away and stand alone. Noise that snapping, ropes afraid, night that steals the light of day. No one hears the words you say, just the current pulling clay. Anchor drops but holds no ground, silence is the only sound. Creatures crawling all around, keep that gnash without a sound. Try the bone, pull me under, turn me stone. Try the bone, leave no trace, leave no road. Trust and call, shell and spine, every grave a crooked line. Try the bone, what was yours is now not mine. Ribs that crack and jaws that fall, hollow echoes down the hole. Try the bone, lost or nothing here to call. White on black and black on red, memories inside my head. Words my father might have said, now they're buried with the dead. Compass spun and needle broke, smoke that rose but never spoke. Chains that held a heavier yoke, drowning men don't tell the joke. Skull that grins from shallow grave, what you take is what you gave. Ocean digs and ocean craves, everything beneath the waves. Fingers number what they find, teeth that chatter, eyes that blind. Left a piece of me behind, lost a map inside my mind. Current pulls and current tears, takes the strength of 40 years. Leaves the salt to dry like tears, nothing left but with a fear. Tie the bone, pull me under, turn me stone. Tie the bone, leave no trace and leave no throne. Trust in coral, shell and spine, every brave a crooked line. Tie the bone, that was yours is now not mine. Ribs that crack and jaws that fall, hollow echoes down the hole. Tie the bone, answer nothing here to call. Bleaching,
never coming back again. Bleach and bleach and bleach again. Wash the stain out of the man. Start to count from 1 to 10. Never coming back again.
Crawled ashore with nothing left. Breath was short and heart was cleft. Every blessing turned to breath. Every prayer became a death. Walked ashore and count the dead. Things that should have stayed in bed. Words that should have stayed unsaid. Now they rattle in my head. Tide that pulls and tide that shoves. Takes the ones you truly love. Leaves the bones and leaves the glove. Nothing fits and nothing does. Stand and watch the ocean grin. Swallow everything you've been. End up where the world begins. Bones are all that's left of skin. Tiger bone, tiger bone.
Throw me under, turn me stone.
Tiger bone, tiger bone.
Leave no trace, leave no throne.
Crusting coral, shell and spine. Every grave a crooked line. Tiger bone, tiger bone.
That was yours is now not mine.
Rips that crack and jaws that fall.
Hollow echoes down the hole.
Tiger bone, tiger bone.
That's enough and hear the call.
Tides of N.
Keep us on. Sportsman. 145 BPM, reversible fade out.
Dark water clutch my chest, no light can reach this depth. The pressure cracks my ribs, but I ain't taking breaths. Below the trench I sink, where echoes never blink. The current pulls me down to where the titans drink. I hear no waves above, just silence full of love. For death that waits with arms, like serpents in the glove. My axe is rusted shut, my shield is cracked in half. But fear ain't in my blood, I came in for the wrath. The flow is not the floor, it scales in ancient pores. I'm standing on the back of what they all ignore. Hi-hats at it. They told me not to dive, they told me not to dive. They said the gods abandoned this grave that's still alive. But I was born from thunder, my father was the tide. I'll find that sleeping monster and wake it up inside.
Full drums. Double kick pattern, distorted bass. Crash cymbals. 100% intensity.
Where the kraken sleeps, the ocean weeps, the current creeps beneath the deep. Where the kraken sleeps, no soul can keep the vow they weep. When shadows creep, I step on tentacles that wrap around my feet. I stare into the eye that never knew defeat. Where the kraken sleeps, my vow I'll keep. I'll wake the beast or never leave.
Tronjay to kick. Snare with heavy reverb. Tempo unchanged. Vocal lower pitch.
The map's all in right here, the ink just disappears. The cartographers lied to cover up their fears. There's something in the black that pulls the sailors back. Not treasure, not the gold, just hunger in the crack. I feel it move below, a pulse that starts to grow. Not hope but something else, that ancient afterglow. My torch is burning now, the bubbles turn to stone. The water gets so thick, I'm standing all alone. But alone is where I thrive, alone is where I'm king. The monster and the man are equally the sting.
Bass with tremolo effect. Kick muted. Tension rebuild.
They told me not to wake it, they told me let it lie. They said some things are sacred beneath the sailor's sky. But sacred ain't my language, my tongue is forged in hate. I'll crack that sleeping giant or seal my own damn fate.
Full drums. Return. Bass distortion next. Crash every 4 bars.
Where the kraken sleeps, the ocean weeps, the current creeps beneath the deep. Where the kraken sleeps, no soul can keep the vow they weep. When shadows creep, I step on tentacles that wrap around my feet. I stare into the eye that never knew defeat. Where the kraken sleeps, my vow I'll keep. I'll wake the beast or never leave.
Nice sounding. No drums. Whisper vocal. Tension. Peak. Silence. But a rumble. Not from the sky. From under.
The seabed cracks like glass, the pressure starts to pass. A glow appears but glow like fire in the grass. I see it now, the shape no map could ever drape. The size of 10 long ships, the mouth that could erase. My legs begin to shake, my heart begins to break. Not from the fear of death, from what I'm about to write. Jones meter softly, bass filter open slowly. Fog like crisp but controlled. The kraken stirs its head, one eye the size of lead. It looks at me like dust, that's better left for dead. But I don't bow to gods, I don't submit to kings. I came in with an axe and 4 good fists to swing. The tentacles arise, they block the lightless skies. But I ain't running back, I came in for the prize. The prize is not the gold, the prize is not the fame. The prize is standing here and calling out his name. I shouted to the void, come show me what you got. The kraken roars in kind, the battle's all I've got. Full drums, connection ticks in it. Bass on 10%. With distortion, conquer snevels every 2 bars. Vocal shattered. Where the Kraken sleeps, the ocean weeps, the current creeps beneath the deep. Where the Kraken sleeps, no soul can keep the veil they weep. When shadows creep, I step on tentacles that wrap around my feet. I stare into the eye that never knew defeat. Where the Kraken sleeps, my vow I'll keep. I'll wake the beast, or now leap.
Drums played out over 8 bars. Bass phones fighting low. Fuck all head moves.
Kraken. Kraken.
This shit. You get me?
Horizon swallows everything I knew. So water told out my tears, they blur the view. The sun is just a ghost behind the gray. I've been rowing for 3 days and 3 nights straight. No birds, no wind, no current pulling through. Just the creak of wood and the hunger in my gut. My hands are raw, the splinters digging deep. But I can't stop, I promised I would not sleep. The map I had was written in a tongue that I forgot the moment that my father hung from the mast of a ship that I burned with my own hand. Now I'm drifting through a sea that is no land. Every stroke feels like a prayer to the void. Every breath tastes like copper, I'm annoyed at the silence that screams louder than the war I left behind, but I can't find the shore. Tell me where the current goes, tell me what the deep sea knows. I've been chasing northern lights that dissolve before my eyes. Is this punishment or fate? Am I rowing to my grave? I don't care, I just need land, even if it's made of sand. No land in sight, but I keep on going. Most nights at night, but the blood is flowing through my veins like iron. I won't slow down, even if the ocean tries to drown me now. No land in sight, but my arms are burning. No God's too far, it's tide I'm turning. I'm the storm that wakes the white for no land in sight, but I've got my heart. I saw a shape beneath the water last night. It was too big to be a fish, too dark to be light. It circled twice, then sank without a sound. I held my breath and prayed it wouldn't come around. But prayer is useless when you're this far from home. The gods have ears, but they're made of stone. I carved their names into the side of my boat, but the wood is rotten and the names won't float. I remember fire, I remember screams, I remember waking from 1,000 dreams where I was standing on a hill of green. Now all I see Tell me why the waves don't break. Tell me if my soul will take another day of this gray hell, or if I'm rowing to a final bell. I don't ask for much, just dirt, just a place where I can hurt without the water in my lungs, without the silence on my tongue. No land in sight, but I keep on going. No stars at night, but the blood is flowing through my veins like iron. I won't slow down, even if the ocean tries to drown me now. No land in sight, but my arms are burning. No gods to point, I'm the tide I'm turning. I'm the storm that fades the waves apart. No land in sight, but I've got my heart. No land, no land, just the dark, just the dark. My oars are breaking, my lungs are aching, but I hear something. Is that thunder or my heart? No land in sight, but I keep on going. No, it passes at night, but the blood is flowing through my veins like iron. I won't slow down, even if the ocean tries to drown me now. No land in sight, but my rooms are burning. No gods to pray, I'm the tide I'm turning. I'm the storm that fades the rise of born. No land in sight, but I've got my heart. No land, no land, no land, no land. Roll, 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 roll. I can't, but I will, but I will, but I will. No land in sight, no land in sight, no land in sight.
Shaken, lost. Cold mist crawls up the granite spine. My breath is fog, my oar is pine. The sun forgot this crooked shore, where echoes die and seals don't roar. I left my name on a burning map. Now every tide is a trap. The fjord don't talk, it only stares, with frozen eyes and silver hairs. My knuckles white, my jaw is locked. The current pulls against the rock. I smell the iron in the sleet. I taste the salt beneath my feet. No village smoke, no torch, no kin, just ice that grins and eats the wind. I count my scars like runestone marks, each one a star in the frozen dark. But the marrow in my bones still hums, a tune that beats like war drums. The cold can crack the oak in two, but it can't break what I refuse. Lost yard, where the weight sky pours. I roll through the ash of my own ghost war. Lost yard, my blood is the ore. I hollow the ice till the break of the roar. The water's black as a raven's eye. The cliffs are teeth against the sky. I hear the groan of ancient stone, a language that I've always known. My father's father carved it straight with axe and rage and twisted fate. They left their bones in every cold that whispers crawl where glaciers move. I wrap my fist in worn out leather, pull against the frozen weather. The wake behind me turns to glass, the future's buried in the past. But I don't beg and I don't kneel, I only know the way I feel. A fjord can swallow kings and crews, but I was born to refuse. The marrow in my bones still hums, a tune that beats like war drums. The cold can crack the oak in two, but it can't break what I refuse. Lost fjord, where the weight struck it tours. I roll through the ash of my
compass stills, no chart begins. The stars are just old wounds. The moon's a liar, the tide's a pyre that burns the hollow doom. I've seen the dead rise from the swell with frozen beards and tales to tell. They point their fingers at the peak, but I don't understand to speak. I only know the pull inside, the urge to row, the will to hide and find a shore that doesn't lie. The ice cracks loud like father's laugh, a sound that splits the sky in half. I dig my heels into the plank, the water stinks of blood and rank. But somewhere past this frozen hell, a warmer current starts to swell. I smell the pine, I smell the smoke, the truth that every oarsman spoke. The fjord is not a place you leave, it's what you carry on your sleeve. The frost that never leaves you alone, the song that's always on your tongue. So let the blizzard tear my sail, every wave become a nail. I'll nail this boat to heaven's gate and row for wrath and row through fate. The marrow in my bones still hums, a tune that beats like war drums. The cold can crack the oak in two, but it can't break what I refuse. Lost fjord, where the waves count the doors. I rode through the ash of my own ghost war. Lost fjord, my blood is the ore. I'll hammer the ice till the break of love. Lost fjord, the north wind roars. I've died in this water 1,000 times before. Lost fjord, I'm coming ashore with frozen lungs and the will for more. Frozen lungs, will for more. Yeah. Was.